What was the largest averted tragedy of all time? We all mock Y2K now, but at the time it was genuinely a ticking time bomb. The work of engineers and computer scientists to prevent any major issues is really unknown. Forever grateful to the passengers on Flight 93 who prevented the plane from being flown into another target on 9/11. The loss of the passengers remains an enormous, horrible tragedy itself, but we have no idea how many other lives were saved by their actions. Stanislav Petrov refusing to launch the Soviet nukes, despite the incoming US ones. Incoming, it was glitch obviously, but nobody knew that at the time. His off-book judgment call saved us all. A while ago, a large passenger plane almost landed on a taxiway where 4 full passenger planes were waiting to take off. The pilots of the first plane in the queue, noticing the incoming aircraft, turned on all the lights they had. The pilots of the landing aircraft were barely able to climb out. This would have easily been the largest aircraft disaster in history. In the 1950s, FDA pharmacologist Francis Oldham Kelsey, despite heavy pressure from pharmaceutical companies, refused approval for the drug thalidomide, intended to relieve morning sickness in pregnant women, claiming the drug needed more testing. Thalidomide was approved in almost 50 other countries, and was later found to be the cause of thousands of infant deformities and miscarriages. Didn't quite save everyone, but certainly a large portion of a generation in the United States. Not largest at all, but when Vincent Coleman realized the 2 military ships were going to explode in the Halifax harbor, he sacrificed his life so trains would stop and not come into Halifax when the ships would explode, and French Navy officers tried to warn people, but since the people only spoke English and the Navy only spoke French, they started grabbing people's children and running away from the harbor, knowing that people would run after kidnappers. They saved a lot of lives by their quick thinking.